When it comes to improving your life to the fullest, guys, and having the best possible people surrounding yourself, one thing that we want to avoid at all costs is anybody with narcissistic tendencies. Now, guys, there is one form of narcissism you guys may not really be familiar with, known as covert narcissism. So obviously, guys, there's the grandiose, the very extra narcissist, all attention on me. But then there's the covert, which is pretty much an antisocial narcissist. So these people will be much more difficult to spot. It could be your parents, it could be a sibling. And now, guys, the issue with this is if you were raised around this type of narcissist, you will be attracting friendships and relationships of people of this sort. So in today's video, guys, I will be breaking down 8 different signs on ways to recognize and identify a covert narcissist to protect you in the future so that you can stop attracting these people, because typically if you are naturally an empath, you can tune into people's emotions very easily. You attract these people who will feed off your energy. So without further ado, guys, let's get on with the video. What's up, guys? My name is Austin Wayne. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. First of all, guys, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button, building an awesome community on this channel. Also, guys, be sure to follow me on my Instagram at Austin Wayne Official. I post some really sick content on that platform as well. Let's go. Okay, guys, before we get into this video, a little bit of a disclaimer. I am not a professional, and you cannot use this video to actually diagnose somebody with a narcissism disorder. So this is not a doctor's advice. I'm not certified. This is mostly from personal experience, people to avoid in social situations, friendships, or even family. Now, guys, having these types of people in your life is one of the quickest ways to go downhill, whether it's your goals, whatever it is. Like if you're dating somebody who is a covert narcissist, it's going to be very difficult to keep leveling up and become the best version of yourself. So you really want to be able to spot these people, man. All right, guys, the first way to identify a covert narcissism is going to be with a quiet smugness, and they kind of feel superior over anybody that they are with. So let's say you sit down with this person, whether it's lunch, whether it's dinner, whatever it is. You are sitting down, they're very quiet. They're not super social. But the thing is, guys, just like the overt narcissist, they still think that they're better than everybody and that everybody should be bowing down and worshiping them. So essentially, guys, they're just going to be sitting there very quietly, staring at you, judging you. They're not going to be saying anything, but they're going to just have these passive-aggressive tendencies, and it's just going to feel like they think that they're better than you. And they have this certain air of smugness to them. So this is going to be the first sign. Also, guys, this can be a sign that somebody's just walls are kind of built up. So sometimes you just need to break down this wall, and they could just be a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous around you. But if this person is like this all the time whenever you meet them, or just with anybody that you introduce them to, this could be a very good sign that they may be a covert narcissist. Okay, guys, number 2, this is typically the biggest sign that I've noticed when it comes to covert narcissism, but it's going to be using their trauma as a weapon. So anybody with this type of disorder, they will always use something that happened in the past as an excuse for their behaviors. Whether that was an accident that they went through, maybe it was a rough childhood, whatever it is. But they use things that happened to them maybe when they're 10 years old as an excuse for their behavior now. So they come to you, they're like, oh, I'm sorry that I was so rude to you. I'm sorry that I did this to you because when I was 10 years old, I had all this trauma. I had the worst childhood, but I'm doing the best that I can now. I'm really trying hard, but they're still using their trauma and what happened in the past as an excuse for how they are treating you, whether they are neglecting you, whether they are not treating you with respect, whatever it is, man. They're using something from the past to validate the reason that they are treating you so poorly. All right, guys, number 3, they will guilt trip you. So, guys, guilt tripping is pretty simple. They think that everything revolves around them. So this type of person, whenever you tell them no, whenever they want you to do something for them and you don't want to follow through, what they will always do, man, is guilt trip you. So they will say, oh, do you remember whenever I did this for you, or how good of a person I am, so and so. Like, they will always find ways to guilt trip you. It could just be a very simple request, and if you don't want to do it, man, there will be all sorts of guilt tripping. So I've dealt with this personally in relationships. This is not somebody that you want in your life, man. You always want to be focusing on yourself and your goals. So if you have someone guilt tripping you, it's like, hey babe, I need to work late tonight. Like, I really am focused on my grind. And she starts guilt tripping you, man. She starts bringing up things from the past, things that she may have done for you, to pretty much guilt trip you into doing what she wants, man. This is a very unhealthy behavior. Now, obviously, guys, if someone just guilt trips you, maybe a couple times, maybe it's just every now and then, they probably don't have this disorder. Or maybe they just guilt trip, man. Maybe it's just an unhealthy just habit that they do. That doesn't mean that they're a narcissist. I mean, like, this collection of this list, guys, does not even mean that someone is a narcissist. It could just be signs that someone could be. All right, guys, up next, number 4, they hate boundaries. So, guys, somebody like this, they will probably typically have their walls up very, very high. So you cannot really do anything that you want to with this person because they'll have lots of boundaries. But the thing is, once you set boundaries with them, they'll get very triggered. Setting boundaries, guys, will always trigger somebody who is benefiting from the lack of boundaries. So if somebody's coming over all the time, if somebody is stopping your grind, if somebody is getting you to stop the gym or your profession, whatever it is, man, like they have no boundaries for your life, then this could be a sign that they are a covert narcissist. And obviously, guys, the overt narcissist will also share this trait, but it's a good sign for narcissism as a whole. They hate boundaries because it's going to stop their game kind of in its tracks. So with anybody, man, you always want boundaries and you always want to be sure to prioritize yourself and your goals in order to not be sucked into some negativity. All right, guys, number 5 that they may be a covert narcissist is they never have any long-lasting friends or relationships. Now, guys, obviously a healthy relationship of any kind, not just romantic, involves two people who do things for one another. It is a mutual relationship where both people are typically benefiting with this relationship of some sort. But now, guys, the covert narcissist doesn't think like this. They think that the world revolves around them. So whenever you are friends, maybe you're dating somebody like this, they will only take from you everything they can. Whether it's your energy, whether it is your money, whether it's your resources, whatever it is, man, they will always take. And then once they have taken everything that they think they can get from you, they will typically run off at this point. This is why they don't really have any long-lasting relationships, because they actually lack empathy. They cannot empathize with somebody else. They cannot connect with somebody on a deep level. So all they really see you for is a fuel source. You are their new supply. They're trying to get your energy and any resources that they can. So once you start seeing the signs, once they are not contributing anything to your life other than taking, maybe start reconsidering whoever this person is. All right, guys, number 6, they're extremely sensitive to criticism. Now, obviously, guys, a normal person doesn't really like criticism, especially if it's just pure hatred. But the narcissist, and especially the covert narcissist, thinks that they're already better than everybody, okay? So whenever you try to criticize this person, it can be completely justified. Maybe it's actually something that they did to you. Maybe they did something to you and you tell them that you don't like that they did that. They will typically get triggered and it's always going to come back onto you. If you try to criticize this person, they will get extremely offended. They might start crying right in front of you, like no joke. This has happened with covert narcissists. So be prepared for anything. And if you start to recognize this type of person, maybe it's your boss, whoever it is, man, sometimes you have to play the power game and kind of suck up a little bit, because you cannot criticize these types of people. It will literally destroy them. All right, guys, number 7, extremely passive-aggressive behavior. So obviously, guys, as the name applies, covert, they are not aggressive about anything. So they are very passive. So this means that when they offend you, they will never be straight up with how they offend you. They will always throw little jabs here and there, but nothing will ever be straightforward. And then if you actually confront them about this passive-aggressive behavior, they will typically gaslight you. They will say, oh, I wasn't doing that, blah, blah, blah. You know, they will always make up excuses for the way that you see things, and then it'll always be your fault. So once again, man, there's literally like nothing you can even do in this situation. All you can do is recognize the list of characteristics that this person has and avoid them in the future. So if they gaslight you, if they're consistently being passive aggressive, making you feel unsure and insecure about yourself by throwing little jabs, you should really reconsider this person. And on that note, guys, number 8 is going to be envy and jealousy. The covert narcissist will be extremely jealous of anything that you are doing that is better than them. So it really doesn't matter who it is, man. It could be a partner, it could be a parent, it could be anybody, man. But somebody who is going to be a covert narcissist will always have extreme envy and jealousy of people who are doing well in life, because they think that they deserve the world. But this is why a lot of people with this disorder actually are not successful. They think that they deserve these things, but they're not willing to grind. They're not willing to actually put in the work. They just think that they deserve it. In reality, they're almost like entitled little children who have always had everything handed to them. That's how they feel. That's how they see the world. It's that everything revolves around them and they deserve everything. So if you have a better physique, if you make more money, if you are better with relationships, they will always envy you and will come out with passive-aggressive jabs. Like they may try and compliment you, but then there is always going to be a backhanded comment along with it. So obviously, guys, this is just 8 signs that somebody could be a covert narcissist. Now I'm thinking of making this a series just because in this modern day and age, man, narcissism is just all over the place. And like I said, it is pretty much a spectrum. I believe that we all have narcissistic traits. Obviously, it goes full-blown narcissism to full-blown empath, and everyone is somewhere in between. I have some narcissistic traits, you have some, but somebody with all these traits, they are like a different animal, man. So you really want to watch out for those people. I'm thinking about making a series, how to deal with narcissists, what to do if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, maybe a family member, whatever it is. So let me know, guys, in the comments if you would like a series on this. I think it would be quite fun and it could help a lot of people. So guys, once again, I am a certified personal trainer. If anybody watching this happens to need help with their fitness goals, hit the link below for your free one-on-one consultation with me, Austin Wayne, owner of KALOSIQUE. Now guys, this is my personal physique. I've been working on this for nearly a decade. I'm very proud of this physique. It is personally my dream body. Now guys, I've also helped hundreds of my personal one-on-one clients achieve bodies similar to this, just like male models, Greek gods. That's kind of what I specialize in. So if you want to be next, man, hit that link in the description box for your free one-on-one consultation. Once again, guys, if you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button and building an awesome community on this channel. Also, guys, be sure to like this video to push it out into that YouTube algorithm. That's it. I'm gone. I love you.